Okay, question 2 is on graphical transformation. So for 1 over fx, before we even begin sketching a curve, it is always helpful to look at certain key features of the graph and see what happened to these key features under the transformation. So if you look at the original question, we have 4 key features: vertical asymptote, x equals to -1, horizontal asymptote, y equals to 2, y-intercept at the origin, at the maximum point, coordinate 3, 3. Vertical asymptote will get transformed to x-intercept, coordinates -1, 0. Horizontal asymptote remains as horizontal asymptote. However, under this transformation, all my y values will now become its reciprocal. So from y equals to 2, I have y equals to half now. X-intercept becomes vertical asymptote, so 0, 0 becomes x equals to 0. Maximum point becomes minimum point. X coordinates no change. Y coordinates from 3, you get transformed to 1/3. So now let us just draw all these key features we mentioned for y equals to 1 over fx. First of all, we have a horizontal asymptote, y equals to half. We have a x-intercept, -1, 0. And we have a minimum point, 3, 1/3. Now remember, 1/3 should be below half. Now for the left hand side, I got horizontal asymptote, I have a vertical asymptote, and I need to cut through -1, 0. So what's the possible graph? It will be like this. Now on the right hand side, again vertical asymptote, I need to have minimum point, and I have a horizontal asymptote. Now minimum point means it must come down from the top to this turning point and then go back and approach the horizontal asymptote. So I come down from the top, turning point, and approach back to the horizontal asymptote. So this is the graph. Now for y square transformation, the first thing we do is remove all the graphs that are below the x-axis. So in this case, I will remove this portion and just focus on this portion and this portion. Then the second thing to take note is that our x-intercept, which is the origin, is not a turning point. So when we do the transformation, we will have a rounded shape. Now take note, y squared equals to fx. We are actually drawing two graphs, square root fx and negative square root fx. So what we will do now is we will draw the positive square root, then we will insert the negative square root. Now how do we insert the negative square root? Basically just a mirror image of the positive square root graph, and the line of mirror is the x-axis. So let me draw the axis. Okay, vertical asymptote, no change. Horizontal asymptote, origin got y equals to 2, so now all my y values becomes the square root version. So y equals square root 2. And here I should have a rounded shape. Here so rounded. Turning point, no change in the nature, but my y coordinates of the turning point will take the square root now. So I should have a graph like this. This is a maximum point. Then you'll go back, approach back to the horizontal asymptote. And here it will remain as this. Now this is the positive square root graph. Now let us just include the negative square root, which is a mirror image. So rounded. So I should have another turning point here. Coordinates 3 minus square root 3. In this case, under the mirror image is a minimum point. So rounded shape. Go to the minimum point and approach back to the horizontal asymptote. Then over here it's just a mirror image. So this is the graph for y-square transformation.